This conference will now be recorded.
I'm trying to open the Tableau tool. Okay, so let me connect to the Excel source. Yes, I'm taking. Okay, I think this is the data which is coming from the different countries. Let's not take this. So let me just take the sample store. Because I have other source which is data coming from the United States. Okay, now we have a different states. Okay, so what I want to do, so this I'm trying to hide these all which is not required at all. To avoid confusion, I'm just hiding these few columns over here because more number of tables, so you might confuse. I'm just to try to hide this. I don't want to display the product. I don't want to see the category as well. Okay, let it be the category. Okay, fine. So now I don't want to see the discount as well. Okay, now I have a sales, quantity and profit. Here I can see the sales and quantity profit. Okay, now now I can see this all the data over here. So then go to the sheet. Now what I can see, I just want to see the state wise sales, maybe sales profit data I want to display. Okay, let me go back here. I don't want to see the sales also. So let's assume that there is no sales data as well. Okay, now I have the profit data here. I have a profit and quantity. So I can see the state wise profit data which is shown. Okay, now I have a state wise sales data is available in another source system. Okay, so I have sales wise state data which is there in another source system where it is. So I'm trying to open the Motas database. In a Motas database, I have a state wise sales. I don't think so. State is there. Country is there. Client is there. Region is there. Okay. Let me take some other database. E-fashion. I'm just trying to take another database again. Okay, I'm just copying this. Paste it. Okay, this e-fashion also the backend data source. This is the backend. I mean, database is the Microsoft Access DB. I'm trying to open this. Okay, now I can see the outlet lookup table is there. Okay, here I can see the state wise data is available. Look at here if there is a state wise sales revenue there, show fact table. sales wise sales data is there. Okay, now I want to see the state wise sales data. Okay, I want to see the sales wise sales state wise sales data. Then what you can do, I need to connect to this database. Okay, I need to connect to this database. Click on add new data source. Okay, click on add new data source, selecting the source as Microsoft Access DB. Here you can see there is one more method we can connect to the Access database. How to do that? Any idea? There is a one other method we can connect to the eFashion database. So by using the ODBC connection. So now I am trying to show you how to connect to the data source using the ODBC connection. Okay, need to just open the ODBC drivers here. Click on data source and select this system DSN. Click on add. So my database is Microsoft Access. Select the Microsoft Access drivers. Choose the Microsoft Access drivers MDB. This is the one. Click on finish. So I'm giving eFashion ODBC. I'm just giving the eFashion ODBC. Click on select the database. So my database is, okay, let me just copy this in D drive. C drive copy. Just try to copy this in C drive. Okay. C drive in databases and come back here. Guys, remember this. Okay, so you might be working like this in a few, maybe in the different projects. So in the C drive, I'm trying to show you how to define the ODBC connection. Some people will ask in interviews how to create ODBC connection. If you doesn't know this also, they will immediately identify you may not know about the tools. Okay, now so C drive databases and selecting the eFashion database. So this is how you need to connect to the database. Okay, or else so you can use the system database here like this also. You can do it. Okay, now so click OK. ODBC connection is created. Click OK. Now come back to here, and here when you click on add a new data source, ODBC. Here you will choose the other databases as ODBC. Then you can choose the connection which I created, eFashion ODBC. Right, this is the one which I created, DSN. Click on connect. So I'm able to connect now. Okay, now I can able to see fashion database table. Okay, I can see. So what I want to do, I just want to see the outlet lookup table and the shop fact table. Okay, join automatically with the shop ID, right? So with the shop ID, I can identify the each state wise how much is the sales. Okay, now I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I'm just hiding few columns which is not required at all. Okay, city, state, shop fact is not required. Okay, now the amount sold is nothing but a sales. Okay, the amount nothing but sales. Okay, and this one. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to rename as a territory. territory. I'm just giving as a territory. Okay, fine. And just try to give the different name. Okay. Now territory is there. So cities, territory, margin, sales, quantity sold. Okay. Now come back to the sheet. Okay. Now guys, you'll see now. Okay, now try to insert a sheet. What is my requirement here is I want to display state wise, okay, state wise profit, and also I want to see the sales. Guys, you can see. Are you getting the correct result? State wise sales data.
Sales data is almost same.
Territory and sales are same, correct? Okay, let's see now. Maybe, yeah. Okay, so sales and territory both are same basically, but I can see the wrong data because sales which I'm taking from the this source system. Sorry, from the Outlook eFashion database, which is Microsoft Accessibility DB, and profit and state which I'm taking from the Excel source. Okay, so I don't see the correct result. So I should get the correct result, right? When I'm just want to see the data, so I should get the correct data. So it should not be the something wrong data. I can see the wrong data now because there is no join. There is no link between the state and territory. So then how to link it? Go here, go to the data, edit relationships. Okay, but automatically city is added. I just want to go to the custom. Okay, add here state and territory. You need to add the state and territory. Click OK. Okay, city maybe you can remove it now. State and territory. This is something which you need to do it manually if the matching column is not there. The primary data source is order superstore. The primary data source is our order superstore. Click OK. As you now you can see, I can able to see the data. I can see the accurate result. There is no problem once you make the relation between the two sources. Now you'll see the territory, the data blending is happening. Okay, so if you don't want to use that now, see, I removed the blending, data blending. So if you want to link it again, see, I can able to see the data. If you unlink, so I am getting the wrong result. Getting? So this profit is coming from the one source system, sales is coming from the one source system. Okay, but the state is, I just to make it as a one. So I should not be add the state and territory at a time, right? That will not give you the accurate data. Okay, I'll see. So this is how when you try to show the data from the multiple sources. So we are going to use the data blending concept. Okay, clear? Any questions?
Why you that remove city and add state and territory? How will come to know like which one we need to add?
Okay. See, what is my requirement? So my requirement basically, I want to generate the report state wise, sales and profit, right? This is what my requirement. Okay. Now I know that the state is coming from the sales is coming from the different source system and profit is coming from the different source system. Okay. So I want to bring the everything in a single view. State wise sales and profit data should come in the same table. Okay? That is what my requirement. So for that requirement, to achieve that requirement, so what I did, I taken the data from the different sources. Okay, so for your just understanding purpose only, I added this. Okay, so reset name. So now let me remove this. Let me remove this. Okay, come back here. Delete. Where is the delete option? Okay, now so I have only the single source system. Okay, I have a single source system. Now I'm going to add it as a ODBC connection, or you can use the Microsoft Excel also. Okay, okay, I'm just to try to add the lookup table, sharp fact table. Okay, so now I'm not going to do anything. State is state only. Let me just hide these columns, not required at all. I mean, as per my requirement, I don't want to display this, right? Okay. Now let me just, I don't want to see this city also. Okay, amount sold is there. Now let's come back to the sheet. Sheet 1. Okay, so what happened here? Automatically it is created a linking. Automatically it is created linking because state is a common column. State is a common column in both. That is the reason which is created the join. Now you can try to bring the amount sold. Now you can see the correct data. Guys, you'll see now. Amount sold, the sale total which is showing automatically. Okay. So why I don't see the other states amount sold? Because if you go back to the data source, so I have only the state wise amount sold only for these states only. I don't have the other states. Okay, I don't have the other data source, other states amount sold. So because of the reason it is empty records. Getting? This is the way we can do that. Okay. And I'm just going to edit relationship. This time I want to make it as e-fashion is the primary source. Click OK. E-fashion is a primary source. Now click here. Okay. So instead of this, I'm trying to bring the state again. Now guys will see now. So I can able to see the only that specific states information. If you look at here, data and edit relationship. Yeah, some state and state strategy. Okay. Now guys, you'll see now I can able to see the specific state information when I'm just adding this one. Okay, so if you remove this, if you uncheck this, now see I don't see the proper data. If you uncheck it, if you are removing the join linking, so I can't see the correct data. When you link here, so I can see the data. Okay, so this is the way we can use the data plane. It's simple. Okay, so how it is coming? So we are, it's a kind of join only. It's a kind of join only, but here we are using the different source system. When you use the join condition, what basically we are going to use only the single source system. When you are joining the table between the different table, I'm using the single source system. But when you want to bring the data from the different sources and show it in a single table, show it in a single view, then in that case we are going to use the data blending concept. Okay, so where you can use the edit relationship, then you can do it. Okay, clear how to do that? So automatically whatever the common columns are there, so automatically that will bring you. Okay, if you want to make it, so maybe I want to join with the state to the category, you can do like this. So because which is not proper join, right? So which will not get the correct data here. Okay, now so let me just go here and edit relationship. State and category is not having any common record, so it will not show the correct data. So always you have to add it and select the state, common column, and at least one common record should be there to make a link between the two data sources, right? This is the way, so we can use it. Either if you want to use the, instead of this, you can use the remove this and you can add the state. So when you add the data from the primary, so you will get all the records from the primary data source, and rest of the records which is coming from the other source system, those data also will come here. Okay, this is how, so we can, this is the way we can get the data from the multiple source system, multiple data sources. Okay, if you want to add a one more system, one more data source, you can add that source as well. Orders, sorry guys. Idea. So this time state is there, but I don't see any common columns are there here. Let's see. I did. Okay, now come back here, sheet 1. Okay. So now I have this one and go here, edit a worksheet, edit a sheet. So now add and also I'm going to join with the superstore. Superstore with the common columns, what are the common columns are there, it is already created join. Automatically created the join. Now I want to see the sales here. Okay, because that state, this common state values are not there, which is not giving the result, because so these are the states doesn't have any sales data. Okay, if you go back here, so there is a country called only the United Kingdom and France is there, but even the United States are there. Sorry, there is no United States, there is no United States. Okay, okay, so because of that reason, so we don't see the any data for sales. If there is any data for California or Florida or Texas is there, automatically the Florida data sales also will appear here. Okay, so primary is the sample superstore and the secondary sources are there. So we can use the multiple sources, means I can connect to the, I can use SQL Server, Oracle, Excel sheet, CSV format. Altogether, you can use as a multiple sources and join with as a primary to the secondary sources with the common records, and you can view the data in a single dashboard. You can view the data in a single dashboard. So that is the way. So we can create a simple simple view by connecting to the multiple source system. Okay. Any question? Is that clear, everyone? If you guys have any questions, please go ahead. Question. When you use the data blending, what kind of join it will create? No join. It will not create any join. When you use the data blending, it will not create any join. Okay. It will show you the records based on the primary values, primary records. Based on the values which you are going to add into the view, only those records and matching record from the other source system, it will come. There is no
let's
join.
try. I will try one more time from my end. Like I'll practice. If any doubt, then I will ask you.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can try this one. If anyone any questions, maybe we can discuss again. This is very important. People ask for different questions in different methods. Okay. Okay, guys. So maybe so I may plan next session on Sunday, but I'll update you on Saturday night time. Okay, so we can discuss remaining part. Anyone have any questions? I think I'm not uploaded this week recorded session. I'll upload it. Suresh. So yesterday and today's one is pending. Till 24th, all the sessions are there. Okay, which you can check it. 1 second, yes. Yeah, so I think till 24th is there. Okay. I'm just repeating everyone again. These sessions, these record session might not be available after a few days. Please keep download all the recorded session. Okay, every day. Okay, even we are not maintaining the recorded sessions in our local system also. We are deleting after we uploading it. So it may go anytime. This record session will delete anytime. Okay. Guys, please make sure that download it in your local system without fail. Okay. So thanks all.
Madhu, on SQL.
Yeah.
Madhu, on SQL, you have any documents or anything like for statement on through, as you told that W3 schools.
W3 schools is the best understanding, and even if we give some documentation, so that have a lot of information. So that all that information is not required at all for you. Okay. So whatever the W3 school, like when you open that, no, SQL, this is more than enough for you to go through it. At least you just spend each and every statement, spend some time. Okay. So mainly we don't require all these things. This SQL statement is required, not required. Only this is enough. On top one is enough. Select, distinct, where, insert, null values, update, delete, select top, minimum, maximum, like, wildcard, in between, aliases, join, inner join, exist. So these are more than enough if you go through it. This will take hardly 2 hours. If you spend time, it will hardly, you can finish it within 2 to 3 hours max. Okay, if you do fast, you can finish it in even 1 hour also. Okay, as like maybe long back, so you maybe worked earlier or you may little knowledge, but still just go through it at least once. That is more than enough. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks guys, and I hope I tried to take it a session on Sunday. If not, so we will have it as session on Monday again. Thanks all.
Thanks, Madhu.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.